Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Starfield. Working on the hostile intelligence questline, we need to follow Kaiser, the robot. It's getting away from us, so let's get going.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Oh,
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
All right. So it looks like upstairs we go. Yeah. That looks promising, whatever that is.
Oh, there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the
Around.
things to survive.
Make sure we're not missing anything of value. Lockers, couple trauma packs, don't mind if I do. Looks like that is about it. This one on the way.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
Oh, what now?
And we do that.
I don't know where we do
Captain. I think I see it.
that. Big red button? Okay.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Yeah, your
It just
dad seems like a bit of a sociopath.
an invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
He sure did.
Grab that recording. We should talk.
Okay. What's up?
Vae Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terramorphs and all this a secret,
He sure did.
didn't he?
That's certainly how I interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
A cold-blooded murderer. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was.
Yep.
But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Vae Victus have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
It's kind of the only lead we have.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
Yep.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I think I mentioned
Kaiser,
it.
try it now.
I don't remember if it was last episode or what, but I think I mentioned that super
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample. It moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good.
move.
Eyes peeled.
Any treasure in here? Pretty good boost pack. I don't think I have the carrying capacity to do anything with it. Credits. Ammo. What's the switch do? Looked like it did much anything. Alright, let's move on. We get in this wrecked ship. Doesn't look like it. And get in this building over here. Let's check this out. Looks like that's it for there.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God, concentrate fire! Shoot! Shoot! That sound! What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal.
We are not doing
Raiders,
much
lighten
damage
up.
to
I
this
think
thing.
you're due
This
for
is
some
gonna, this is
company.
gonna take a minute. Hey,
Oh, you're a mean one.
these little guys out of here.
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures, I think I can nullify it. But I'm gonna need some help. There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
I would appreciate that. Let's loop around. Get around here. Oh, that's
There's another one! They're everywhere!
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Look! It's working! But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me. I'm just nulling out the frequency.
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
We
Okay.
freed them, and they're helping us.
I've still got more capacity. Get to the next fish.
Oh, come on.
Here they come along the path to end their living days at last.
Let's go.
No signal online.
It's working!
One more dish, and I should be able to shut it down completely.
Run! Run now! Go!
We're not going to complain.
Alright, let's get this last switch going. This seems to be pretty important.
Stand still. I'm going to wear your skin.
No signal at full power. That should be the end of its connection to its thralls. Now hit it with everything you've got.
You can't beat it. It's too strong. Give
Mostly
up now.
dead, it looks like. I don't seem to be doing any damage to it. I think it's too far away.
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
The thralls! They're not
Sample?
coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Already
Good.
did?
Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Alright. Turn to forward base 444. Let's check that out on the map. Alright, it seems like all those other little critters were happy that we got them out of the mind control spell and helped us out, so definitely made that fight a lot easier. Where are we going? Up there? And then when we fast traveled, why'd we end up down here? They make this place a pain in the butt to get to. How the heck do I get up there? Alright. What's up, buddy?
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Sure did. Kaiser's got all the samples in storage.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Well, he's not dead.
A bit more complicated than that.
Actually, we can't rule him out. Vae Victus is alive and under UC custody.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain. Percival and we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs.
Okay.
But Vae Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Oh, he and I are going to have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're going to want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Alright. Hostile intelligence completed. What's the new one called? The Legacy Forged. Alright. I can't go to the ground map on this one. Hopefully, it doesn't do the ship animation or I'm not in the ship, but I think that's how this is going to happen. I should be able to fast travel once I'm on the ground. Okay, good. Alright, now let's get that surface map up. I think this is where I want to go. I want this building here.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
Greetings, citizen.
Welcome to the UC.
They should have made. I get why they did this because it's, you know, everything's like an airlock or whatever, but they should have made the doors function more like Star Trek doors, where they just like slide in the wall.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Don't play dumb. We know you're behind the attacks in New Atlantis and Tau Ceti.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
We recovered in a recording an invisible weapon. You were talking about terramorphs.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks.
You could have
Perhaps
been.
I can convince you to keep this among us.
No more lies. Confess or turn over what I found.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Associate, who you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
I mean, you're a sociopath is the short answer, but no better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they have in the Lazarus plant than use it.
Not a bad thought. But no.
Oh.
The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
But you didn't halt the outbreak. You said it took years to use the plant outside Londinian. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
I don't think I'm that unlikely of a hero. I've actually saved a lot of places around here. So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor? You're sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I hope you enjoyed this talk, because I can tell the Cabinet it'll probably be your last.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Yeah. No. I can't let a guy who's willing to do those kinds of things just be free. I assume that's where this is going. If I tell him like, "Oh, he was so helpful," blah blah blah, then he'll be pardoned. I'm assuming where that's gonna go. We can't do that. Where the heck is this pointing? Here we go.
Perfect timing. We just got in.
So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Excellent.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed.
Perfect.
So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Vae Victus confessed he organized the attacks from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Sanid name, make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
Yeah.
Well, once we inform the Cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
He deserves punishment, for sure.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all.
Okie dokie.
Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Asylees?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Yeah. That's probably... yeah, that's probably what we need. Nothing else on my end. Let's head in there.
And here we go.
I think we're going to go the Asylees route.
Welcome back, all of you.
Little too much
I
risk
wish we
to
were meeting
releasing
under better circumstances.
a virus into
But
the
according
world.
to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike.
Indeed it was.
Is what I'm reading here true?
That's correct, ma'am. It's a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Vae Victus organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use Terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin.
He did.
Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was going to end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
We'll play the slate.
It just transformed. A Terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
Yep.
He's a sociopath. Plain
Yep,
and
that's what
simple,
I
man.
said. That's what I said.
Please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of
You can
course,
have
be
it.
launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording.
He was
Chief
willing to share with me.
Can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Good. The world will be better without Vae Victus in it.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
Good.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Agreed.
I'm glad you think so. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution.
Correct.
The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
I like this guy.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I've already told you what I think.
Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. Despite all your checkered histories with the Xeno Warfare Unit or SysDef, the Cabinet still believes you all earned a display of gratitude for what you've done. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Well, we'll be a little snarky here. So long as I'm getting paid, I'm happy.
Then I expect you'll be quite pleased. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1.
Excellent.
On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
All right. We did it. We got 18 grand, not bad. We saved the world.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
All right. Quest line completed. We do need to talk to Commander Tula. That's probably going to be the next mission we go for. They want us to talk with all our people back here. We are on the planet, so we might as well take care of that. But yeah, we'll speak with Commander Tula, but unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.